We're planning on taking him up to Robbers Cave. There's got some really neat horse trails there.
We did a covert auction rescue, so people don't know that as an organization we're bidding.
We have a mare laying down. She's in pretty rough condition, but we're going to get her evaluated and see what we can do for her.
Like, she's got an old rib fracture right here. She's got cataracts. She's had a hard life, sweet girl.
That is Wrangler, and he still has some stallion tendencies sometimes, but at the same time, he's perfectly safe too.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Is that all bone fragment around there?
It is.
The adopters are here. They're going to be looking at Spirit and Jackson. Spirit and Jackson were adopted. We're looking forward to seeing updates on them.
We have an adopter here. They're actually just traveling through the area and they wanted to stop by. They are actually pre-approved and I think they're going to look at Rhett, Lucy, and Denali today.
We're planning on taking him up to Robbers Cave. There's got some really neat horse trails there. Cedar Lake and places like that.
Yeah, he'd be fine for riding like once or twice a week for like 1 to 2 hours at a time.
Now, if our dogs, we leash them when we take them on a walk because one of them's kind of too wild and he'll go over and chase the cattle next door, the ranches and stuff. If they're barking and, you know, if he's nearby, is he going to be okay? Or?
I think he'd be fine.
Okay, okay.
We trail ride him down the road over here, and there's some dogs that always come and run and bark at us.
Oh, good, okay.
I'm trying to think about if there's anything he doesn't do good for. And so, like, as long as you guys know that this is a healthy weight for him, he could put on another 50 pounds and still be healthy.
Yeah. He will.
Yeah.
Oh, I think. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Rhett has been adopted, and his adopter will be picking him up in about a week.
Covert auction rescue. We have a volunteer that will go to auctions and bid for us so people don't know that as an organization we're bidding, and we were able to get 5. We are under strict instructions that we are not to take any photos on the property or video, so we're going to be there soon. We're going to get the horses loaded up, and then after we're off the property we can show you the horses we got. But some auctions can be very, very particular about photos being taken, which always makes me wonder why. Why do you want to hide what you're doing? But regardless of that, we got 5 horses safe out of the slaughter pipeline, and we've already rescued 13 at another covert auction rescue. Keith and Angela did. We're meeting Keith and Angela up here, and with 5. So we've already rescued a lot of horses in June, and we have a really big auction rescue coming up, so it's been pretty busy around here. We're backing the trailer up. Can't show you anything of where we're at, but they got the horses in a pen ready to be loaded. We just got them all loaded up. There's actually another horse here we were able to get as well. Super sweet horse. and he was gonna get shipped onto another auction if we didn't take him. So,
So it's 6.
so it's 6, and I always wish we could save more, but you know, hey, we got 6 that we couldn't have gotten before if we weren't doing this covert auction rescue. So I'm happy we were able to help them. And it is a dirt road, and it's much faster than going all the way into town and then coming up the little paved road. So this is where most of our auction horses, how they get to their shelter, is on this dirt road. We just got back. Jason's gonna be backing up to our unloading area, and we're gonna get them settled. And it looks like it's gonna start raining. I hear a lot of thunder, so I'm glad we got here before the storm. You're okay, precious. You're okay. This is why we rescue animals from auction. They need help so bad.
Alrighty. Definitely needing some of this.
This horse has something really wrong with her hind end. She can barely walk. I'm gonna give her some buteless paste. It'll help make her more comfortable. And this is Sunday, and we will have the vet out here first thing on Monday morning to look at her and figure out what's going on. But we're very concerned about her. So, you know, her face is so scraped up. She actually has a huge tick under her mane. Got a lot of problems going on.
We just got up to quarantine. We are going to be re-antibioticing everyone that came in last week, and then we're going to start intaking all the ones that got brought in from our covert auction this weekend. We have a mare laying down. She's in pretty rough condition, but we're going to get her evaluated and see what we can do for her.
Sorry.
Really? Rear shoes?
Oh my goodness, she's so dehydrated.
Tell me who was riding this.
Got a pretty severe heart murmur. It's only a grade 3, but it's pretty pronounced. I'm gonna go ahead and give her some intravenous Banamine to reduce pain and inflammation. But I think she's also very hypovolemic. And I'd love to correct her dehydration and reassess her cardiac function. This mare is really volume depleted and dehydrated. And one of the ways that we can assess dehydration pretty easily is to give fluids rectally. So I'm just gonna very gently with a lubed hand insert this tube, and then we've got a nice balanced blend of electrolytes and some lubricants also in these fluids. So we're gonna go ahead and put these in, and hopefully that'll jumpstart her getting hydrated. She's so dehydrated that her heart rhythm is off, and it could be off because she's dehydrated or in spite of being dehydrated, but we can't really evaluate what's going on with her heart when she is this dehydrated. So
Yeah, I need to listen right now.
Jenna is gonna recheck her tomorrow or the day after tomorrow to see if the murmur and the arrhythmia have improved with fluid therapy. Look, you guys, this mare has had a fractured rib. Look at that.
Oh yeah, I saw that before. I was written
Yeah. Oh, Jenna, wipe your face on my shirt. I'm so sorry.
That's why we can't have nice things.
Jenna, I'm so sorry.
I don't think she's sorry.
All right, I am sorry. One time I had a tech get pooped on by a dog, and then I interrupted her in the bathroom to take a fecal sample off her shirt, and that was like truly thoughtless.
That's a
of
little
me.
low.
Really, I'm so sorry for getting lube on you. Looks like trauma, like maybe some rope burn. I'm sorry, honey.
These horses have seen some things, that's
You
for
really
sure.
have. Hi, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? Other than seeming very tired, cardiovascular auscultation is within normal limits. Gut sounds are normal.
What are we thinking about doing the things?
Let's do all the things.
Let's do all the things.
What we got there? We got
We got probiotics, we got some electrolyte paste, dewormer, and then Jenna is going to be doing all the vaccines and the microchip.
This is his strangles vaccine.
This is looking more and more just like a cellulitis. See that pitting edema? So I'm just adding alcohol. Alcohol helps improve image quality. Ooh, it's a lot of edema. So I'm just trying to evaluate whether or not we have a soft tissue tear.
Are you done?
No, I'm not. I need to do
I was
the.
asking her if she.
Oh. So what we're trying to evaluate is a fusion within the tendon sheaths. And what's complicating this diagnostic is that we have a ton of effusion in the subcutaneous tissue underneath the skin. It's called pitting edema. It looks like memory foam. So if I press my finger in here, you can see it stays as an indent. So we're not getting a super crisp image of the tendon sheath. What I can see of the tendon sheath doesn't look like we have any tears of these tendons, which is great, but that also means we don't have a definitive reason for the swelling in this leg to begin with. This right hind was only swollen over the superficial suspensory on intake, and now the whole leg is stocked up, but this horse was also stall rested. So I think we can reevaluate that at another time. I would turn this horse out, do some appropriate farrier care. This horse on Wednesday was very, very, very painful and is so much improved today. I'm really happy about that. This mare is very, very lame. You can see how she's kind of hunched over. She's been breathing hard, so she's pretty painful. I'm gonna give her some IV pain and anti-inflammatory medication before I look a little bit closer, but she has a lot of evidence that she's really painful, so we don't want her to be suffering. So we're gonna get this. It's gonna kick in pretty quickly. Corey, you ready? Okay. She's pretty dehydrated. And we definitely have elevated lung sounds. I can hear them without a stethoscope. Just based on how this mare is walking, I think her prognosis is very poor. So I'm comfortable with you guys putting her where she needs to be. That Banamine should kick in really quickly and she'll be comfortable. Oh man. So we have DSLD bilaterally, pretty severely. And then we've got, Corey, I think she has an active pelvic fracture on the right. Yeah, it's audibly clicking. So just, I would say the fewer steps this mare has to take, the better. Doc, this poor mare, I think, has a fractured pelvis. Oh. She's got DSLD bilaterally, and she is like so painful to watch take a step. She's standing right here, but I gave her 10 cc's of Banamine IV, but she's in pretty bad shape.
She got ligament damage. We think maybe she got a broken pelvis. I had a feeling they let her run around with too many other horses. One of them broke her down, but she is just not doing good. And she's over 20 years old. Painful when she walks. She can't. She got to have 10 cc's of Banamine just to walk 15 feet. So she's in pretty bad shape.
That mare in that stall has an arrhythmia, murmur, but is super volume depleted, and I can't decide. She's probably 28, but she's not painful. So I gave her some rectal fluids. I would love a second opinion on her. She's very sweet and plucky. And I hear a pretty pronounced arrhythmia. We thought that she was maybe a standardbred. She looks like she's gated. Like she's got an old rib fracture right here. She's got cataracts. You had a hard life, sweet girl. Actually, if it's possible, I do think that it is improved. I mean, her jugular refill time is still really slow, but I mean,
She's got something less than 3 heart murmur. She's got a real slow heartbeat, so maybe, I don't know. She's 25 and she's lost some teeth. So she's had and I don't know if we're gonna be able to put any weight on her because of the tooth loss.
completely blind. Oh yes, we have some back pain. All right. Okay. Oh, and I'm gonna try to pick this foot up.
Okay.
Oh man. There's a huge bony lesion. Yep, taking. Oh, wow, look at that. But it crosses the joint. I would love an orthogonal view. Can we take, I'm gonna have you hold the plate directly behind and I'm gonna shoot from the front. So, looks like, look at all
Is that all
this.
bone fragment around there?
It is, yeah. So it looks like we had a
And there's no space
medial
in between those
sesamoid
joints.
fracture. Looks old. Bone density looks pretty decent. Our joint is not arthrodesed. So all of this is abnormal, you guys. All of these bits.
Usually there's more space in between the joints too, right?
There is usually more space, so we have some joint collapse, but not complete joint collapse. So
Yeah.
you can see on the DP, we still have joint space here. He got the crap shattered out of that sesamoid bone. Is what happened.
Look at that.
What do you think, Doc?
Yeah.
Nothing
Oh,
looks
you can see the
active.
starburst right there.
Yeah, but look on the, I mean, you can see, so I think it's just that sesamoid just got shattered.
Vaporized.
But there's no evidence of a sequestrum. Those bones are just in there.
Definitely gated though. Not lame though.
No.
PTS, that was for the broken pelvis.
Looking great, kid.
Oh man, looks like she just got hit by a bus.
Thank you so much, Doc.
She's got little nubbin teeth.
I don't think she has any adult teeth yet.
Really?
Yeah.
She's cute. She's gonna be a big girl then.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, look at my little baby mouth. You're so cute. I like you. How'd you end up at the auction?
Someone probably thought it was an older horse and tried to ride it and got sent to the moon.
So we are blind on the right eye, but Owen and I didn't know that when we went in the pasture to go run them up since we were here last week. And so we realized she was hard of seeing when she almost ran us over when we were on her right side. So she's a sweet girl. She just can't see on the right. She's got another cut on her nose. Okay, yep. So we just got done in quarantine. We ran back through our chute the horses that came in the auction last week so they could get their second dose of antibiotics. And then we ran through the ones that came in this weekend. So that way Dr. Lydia could evaluate them, get vaccines on board as well as antibiotics, the probiotics, dewormer, electrolytes, all that good stuff. Out of the group that came in this weekend, unfortunately, we did have to give the last act of kindness to 2. One of them was a really sweet mare that we thought had ring bone, and when we took radiographs, she actually had a fractured coffin bone and severe swelling, and she was very painful. And then another one that we had to do was another sweet mare that was completely crippled in the back end. She looked like she had a fractured pelvis, and when she walked, her back was completely hunched, and she was just in an immense amount of pain. So she also did get the last act of kindness today. However, everyone else is looking really good. They just need some groceries. So we got them in their pastures based on their weight, so we can help put all their weight back on them and everything, and then we'll see how they do in the weeks coming up.
We've got an adopter here and they are looking to add a kitten to their family, so hopefully they find one.
We're coming to look for a donkey to be a companion with our goats. So we found 2 that we really like, kind of torn between them, so I have to decide which one or if we take 2 home. So the kids roped me into getting a kitten, so.
We have an adopter who's adopted from us before, and she's coming out to look at a donkey or two.
That is Wrangler. He is a mini that was just gelded. He's super sweet. He's just not available yet because we haven't done his intake, but he would be available if you wanted to come back and get him later. And he still has some stallion tendencies sometimes, but
That'll come out when the hormones.
yeah, but at the same time, he's perfectly safe too.
Yeah.
His only thing is he can be a little pushy and whatever, but
Oh, I think they all can.
yeah, but he's like, I mean, the safest, even when he was still a stud, he was like one of the safer stallions that I've ever been around, handled.
Yeah,
But it's just the pushiness.
If they will let him go, I would definitely take him.
Okay, I mean, I can ask and see if we can do an intake on him real quick. He's easy to catch and he's healthy, so.
Who would you suggest to be the best?
I'd say probably Maple.
Yes.
Right? Because he's like the
Because-
sweetest, and he's been here a little longer than some of the rest of them, so we know him a little
He does
better.
look very old, but he's only 4.
Yeah.
He looks
I
like
mean-
a geriatric.
And he's
man.
still a little bit skinny, and that's part of it. But
Oh, he'll fatten up.
yeah, he'd need help gaining weight.
No
but-
problem there.
Yeah.
I have people that are like, when I die, I want to be reincarnated as one of your pets.
Hair is not as like thick as horse's hair when it's a winter coat, and I don't know, I feel like it might be like just a self-contained shade sort of thing, and that might be why they don't, but I don't know. I'm not a donkey expert, but I just know that donkeys originally are from hotter climates, and so that might be too why they don't shed out as readily, because it's not that hot to them when it's only 80 degrees outside. Oh yeah, he kind of leads. I remember taking his picture one time.
He just doesn't like you coming up real fast to him.
He just likes you to take it slow. He is taking Dawn, Cece, and Maple.
So Cece, Dawn, and Maple got adopted, so they finally get to go to a new good home.